And we're live.
You're live.
Hello. So we've been sitting here for like 10 minutes trying not to talk about everything we want to talk about so that we have something to say for everybody. But welcome to Coffee Time with Ciara and Savannah. Also known as Hallway Talks 2.0.
Right.
We want to talk about what the Hallway Talks are?
Right, yeah. Hallway Talks originated at our old high school Interlochen boarding school, and we just used to sit in the hallway, me and Savannah, and drank our smoothie and ate our Bosco sticks, which really were Savannah's Bosco sticks.
I wonder if I'm the tolerance now.
Yeah, now
like Olive Garden breadsticks.
Yeah, and I probably have one too, but I'm scared to admit it. So,
and then,
so Hallway Talks 2.0.
Yeah, we would just chat about everything and nothing, and they always ended up being really profound, which probably won't happen because we're recording it live, but, you never know.
Yeah.
But,
well, we did have a lot of people, I remember, that wanted to jump on that train.
Yeah, they really did, but
it's extremely exclusive. Now we're opening up to the public.
Yeah, now if you really want to, I guess, you can join us. But, yeah. I just saw on Facebook, actually, an Interlochen video, like a fake documentary about peeing on the bear.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that and purposefully didn't want to watch it.
I was like, it really reminded me, though, of the shit that would come out, like, when I was there as an MPA. Like, I never was making that stuff, but there was this group of kids that were always making, like, ridiculous movies.
I mean, if you got the passion, the drive for it, yeah. I feel like there's a story there.
Yeah. So, but anyways, I guess we just figured we would kind of start this little, almost like a video podcast to just kind of talk about the struggle of trying to have a career in the arts and make rent and stuff, and kind of have a good time and see if people enjoyed kind of sharing this time with us. So this Sunday morning coffee time. So get your coffee on. Yeah,
go ahead, make
whether it's Keurig, French press.
Can they chat us? Can they chat us and ask us questions?
They can. Yeah, there is a chat bar. Let me make sure it's like on. I don't know if it's like on or what. I would assume.
I think it is on because there is an option on my screen for a chat. So.
Yeah. So chat us up. We'll leave the chat open. So if you have questions.
I've got 2 cats behind me. If you guys are thinking about adopting cats, where are they?
Pickle and Pepper.
Yeah. Pickle and Pepper. Chilling like. Well, Savannah, I was starting to tell you earlier that today I had my first consultation. I'm getting a voiceover reel. So, trying to break into that voiceover world, and from what I'm told, it is like crucial to have a reel for voiceover. I mean, I understand why, because voiceover, you don't see the person, you are kind of obligated to hear them if you want to know their work, so that makes sense. But, yeah, so the guy that I'm coaching with, he's great. His name's Jeff Gerner, and he said to me, there will be 40 people that come in to audition. They all will have the same voice type as you.
Wow.
Probably all in the same age range as you. Probably with as much experience as you. Mm-hmm. But the person that books the role will be the one that tells the story. I think that's really smart advice.
Yeah.
And even in voiceover, like, it's just, I mean, we went through 7 different copies, which basically are, maybe 30-second, audio copies. So, so we probably went through like 7 or 8 of those, and in every single one of them, there's kind of a story. There's like a beginning, a middle, and an end. There's an Oreo commercial that I'm going to be reading that, like 3-4 sentences, and it still has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
That's crazy.
And So what I thought was hilarious, and I wanted to tell you, was that there's another spot that's like this woman is calling about how to get workout pants. It's the holiday season, and she doesn't know where to go to get new workout pants. And this guy, you know, you can tell if you have good ears, or if you know me for a long time, you can tell that I come from Michigan and have, you know, that little accent going on. And he literally said to me, he's like, you know, it would be great. He's like, just use that accent. Just use that accent in this whole thing. And one of the lines is like, help, I need workout pants, my badunkadunk is sinking, or something like that. Really funny.
That's hilarious.
Which certainly will be me 30 years from now, I'm sure. Or less than that, you know, depending on how everything goes. But
so did you do that? Did you use your Michigan accent?
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up reading it that way because, you know, honestly, and what I'm learning in voiceover, it's all about you. You know, it's all about who you are as a person, and I like that a lot because, you know, when you go, it's so much more objective. I think when you go into a room and people see you as opposed to, or less objective, I should say.
Right.
And then if you go into a recording studio and people are just listening to you, you know,
yeah.
There's a certain freedom that comes with that. I like that, you know.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm a 22-year-old, my badunkadunk, whatever that is, hopefully isn't singing.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Me and Anthony were literally, I was telling him that you were doing that this morning, and he was like, man, that would be like perfect for Ciara, because like the combination of like your singing and your voice, like we were like Frozen. That would like
yeah,
you could have done.
Somebody from Disney is watching. Disney, hi, hello.
Honestly, like that, it just definitely seems like something you should be doing. I hope the reel works out.
It just sounds like so much fun. And I mean, I haven't booked anything professional yet, but hopefully, you know. Hopefully one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What's going on with you, girl?
Let's see. What have I been working on? Trying to think. There's a couple of, there's one project that I'm working on, which is like a web series on women who voted for Trump. So
yes.
This company I used to intern for X Factor Films is now changing their name to Blue Fever. And they were like, we're missing, you know, a chunk of our audience as like who are women that voted for Trump. Does anyone want to do a piece on that? And I was like, me. And so,
awesome.
So I'm just gonna I have like one interview scheduled for this coming weekend.
Yeah.
Hoping to do 2 interviews then. Hoping to do a total of like 5 episodes or something.
Cool.
Just kind of, and so I've had like a survey going, and people can like write in their questions. So that women feel like they're getting answers, because a lot of women don't understand how another woman could vote for Trump.
I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that that at the Thanksgiving dinner that I was just at the other day, that was the most said sentence at the table was,
really?
As a woman, I don't know how another woman can vote for Trump. I'm a woman. I get it.
Yeah. And it's like, it's definitely not to like, you know, judge anyone or corner anyone. It's literally just to like ask the question and get like a straight answer. Like,
truthfully, I think that this is a smart thing to do because there is, I think, you know, if you come from a certain kind of background, you know, certainly like rural Michigan, where I'm from, has a very different standpoint than where I live currently in New York, you know. And I think I just heard a statistic, 82% of New York voted for Hillary, you know, Clinton. So I certainly know that in Michigan that was not the case. But, you know, it's good to hear everybody's perspective. And, I think one of the things that that women who voted for Trump, this is what I keep hearing. I mean, we don't have to get into politics.
Yeah. It's way too early.
Yeah, it's way too early for that. But I think one of the most heard things that I've come across is that Hillary was pro-choice, which conservative women won't. Pro-choice is not for the conservative,
right.
Republican standpoint. Understand, I'm pretty conservative, I think, but she was okay with like late term abortion or something like last trimester or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah.
But I could, now that I have heard all of this stuff, it's really interesting. And people need to read up. I need to read up.
I know, I need to read up too.
Honestly,
someone brought that up against me. They were like, "Oh, you think like that abortion should happen in the third trimester?" And I was like, "Actually, no, I don't think that's okay, and I don't think abortion should be used as birth control. But I still think there needs to be, a right to choose to some extent. It needs to be like heavily regulated, but it needs still choice to some extent."
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people that aren't pro-choice did vote for Hillary. And
right.
you're not going to agree with every candidate.
Exactly. And you're not going to agree to the 100% with everyone.
Exactly. But good for you for acknowledging the, hated Americans right now.
Yeah, I guess I'm hoping that, I don't really expect to get any answers, like come to any conclusions in the web series. It's more just to like start a conversation. So like, I'm not really even trying to have a perspective. I'm going to try and keep it super unbiased and like let people make up their own minds about their answers.
Right. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So.
Well, good. Awesome.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. And then that's sort of like, I'm almost considering that more like a work project, because like I'm not super politically charged. I don't really want to make political pieces, but I feel like it's important to make, and it was an opportunity to make something different than I normally would. So I'm doing that, and then
awesome.
Keep up the fiction work on the side. So yeah,
awesome.
But I figured, so we had this idea of kind of bringing like topics, I guess, to our little chat today. So like, and these could be like anything. Like they don't have to be industry related. They don't even really have to be a topic. It could just be like a thing that I wanted to tell you, but so I was thinking about my topic. It's not a very good topic, but it's just this thing that keeps happening to me. So like the other day I was sweeping because Georgia lives with me now. Georgia's my beagle. Yes. And he sheds all the time. So I was sweeping. I was like, God damn, there's a lot of dog hair in this house. And I was like, we have these French doors in my apartment. And I was like, oh, I should just open the French doors and sweep the dog hair right out the door instead of like getting out the little thing and sweeping in there, in the trash. And then I was like, man, like that's what my mom used to do, and I used to think it was so gross because all the dog hair would be on the patio. And so I just keep like having these moments where like I have a thought, and then I'm like, wow, like I don't know, like it's hard to explain, but like I feel like I'm getting close to the age that like where all the adults were that you looked up to at one point in time are, and you think of them as like having their shit together, and then you get to that age and you're like, I have no idea what I'm doing still. And you know what I mean? And like it's this weird feeling of like of I don't even know how to describe it, but of like I think I'm starting to realize that nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
All of the time,
Yeah.
Like, because maybe I don't know how to, or maybe I'm like, I'm not good at or whatever, saving money or like paying rent or whatever. And then like, and that's like my problem right now. I'm like, oh, how am I ever going to solve this? And like, and then in 10 years I'll be able to do that, but I'll have some other problem of like how to raise a child or like.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's crazy because like in New York, my paid profession right now is, babysitting.
Yeah.
And
babysitting definitely makes you realize that too.
Yeah, like you go into these homes and I'm like thinking to myself, how did these people get here? Like I can't even imagine, living, you know, in a really awesome apartment, having kids and like affording a second bedroom, like really affordable, which isn't really a bedroom, more like a walk-in closet.
Yeah, we were at my aunt's house for Thanksgiving, and like we were just sitting around thinking like, man, how crazy is it to have a house with like multiple rooms and like all this stuff. Like the stuff that it takes to fill a house is like like I think I have a lot of shit now, and
and we're just in an apartment, right? Yeah,
and like, you know, to have nice things that you don't ruin, and I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah,
totally. I can't afford to buy nice furniture now, but like it's crazy to think that at some point I'll have a expensive ass couch, hopefully.
Yeah, well, you know, I bought this couch and then I bought 2 cats.
Yeah.
Adopted 2 cats, and it's like, why the hell did I even buy a new couch? What was the point?
Georgia sits on like the back cushions, like the couch back cushions.
That's what cats do. Yeah.
And pushes them down. So we have to flip them over, and then she'll sit on the other side.
Yeah. My cats do that too.
She loves to be like nuzzled up in something. It's so funny.
Listen to me.
I just got this couch too. And it was only $100, but it's still.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Couch is couch.
Couch is couch.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
That's my topic. I'm having a hard time coming to terms with that. I don't know.
You and everyone else, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think there's a lot of good in the realizations that we're having right now, because honestly, like, you know, even grocery shopping now, like my grocery bill has become larger, not just because I just married someone, but just because I have more money to buy, you know, 2 little pints of Ben & Jerry's, because I prefer one flavor over the other.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly when I first came to the city when I was 18 and thinking, a Ben & Jerry's pint is $5.99. What?
Sounds just like
$45 at Trader Joe's for my week's worth of groceries. That's what I remember. I remember that. Yeah. And now it's like, you know, the little accomplishments are just.
And they feel weirdly good too when you're like, I don't know, able to do those small things for yourself, whatever it is, but you're like, I earned this money, and like this is the like. So I read this whole book on like sort of like manifestation, and we've talked about this, but like the energy you put out into the world and stuff like that. And, like one of the big things she talks about is the energy you have around money. And so if money is your energy, because you use energy to create it to get money, then you're putting that energy towards things. So like I've sort of like taken on this mentality, whether it's good or bad, I don't know, of like of spending in a way that I want to live. So like if I want to be the kind of person that can go get myself a $4 latte, then like I'm going to go do that because it's putting energy into the kind of money I want to have, or like the kind of life I want to have.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not sure if it hasn't really gotten me into any financial holes yet. Like I'm not like a crazy spender, but like, here and there I'll be like, well, I want to be able to buy like this, you know, this little luxury,
right?
You know, whenever I want. So
the thing that, because I am such a like Savannah. Oh, I'm not even going to tell the story in public. I'll talk to you about it after. But, you know, I'm one of those people that I will I'll plan out my week. I'm serious. I plan out when I get a latte. Like what I can get a latte. I'm so for real with you right now. When it's tight, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But you're right, though. Like, if I go into the week thinking, okay, today I can't spend $30 just, you know, lunch and then dinner and maybe a cocktail or something. I can't do that today, but Friday I can. You know, like just knowing that there's a day in the week where I can do that. It's really, really freeing and very good. But Taylor's always that way.
Yeah.
Taylor, every day. Cocktail, dinner.
I have a hard time doing I can't have that today, but I can have it twice a week. Like, I used to try and do this in school. I'd be like, okay, on the days that I have a 10 a.m. class, I can get a coffee. So that was like 2 days a week or something.
Right. Yeah,
but
yeah.
then on the other days, I just started craving it because I'm used to having it. And so then I just started buying all the time. So that didn't work for me. But
there's always those things, you know, like, if I am hungry for breakfast, there's no way I cannot go throughout my day without having breakfast. Like,
right.
It's not like it's just not going to happen for me.
Yeah.
For example,
I always have to set myself up. If I set myself up for disaster like that, like I don't have breakfast, then I'm going to end up buying a $10 meal for breakfast. Yeah. And, you know, at least when I was that's what I would always do.
Yeah.
Set yourself up for greatness by having a bowl of Cheerios first before you leave the house.
Freaking yes, Cheerios. I was craving Cheerios yesterday. It's in the air.
I have been buying nonstop Honey Nut Cheerios because they're gluten-free.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Man,
so good.
Something good. They're doing something great.
Yeah. Pretty much all I eat now is Cheerios and mac and cheese because
I was also craving mac and cheese. Really weird.
It's so bad. I've gotten into a bad eating habits lately. It's so hard to afford groceries, man.
Maybe we should research, and for our next little podcast thing, we can like set the people up for a healthy week.
I agree.
Try it ourselves. I do at this very moment, I do own a bag of fresh kale. Okay.
Ooh, a bag of fresh kale.
And a bag of spinach leaves. Have I eaten them? No.
I know. My blender broke. I can't make smoothies anymore.
Your blender broke?
Yeah.
I know. Never mind. It's all good. Do you remember, like, maybe a month ago, I told you I have an extra blender?
Yeah, and you were going to send it to me, and I was like, don't worry about it. I have a blender.
I'm going to send it to you. Seriously, it's sitting right here. You want to see it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, let's
show me my new blender.
All right. It's a Cuisinart.
Ooh, man, that looks nice.
Look at that.
Yeah. Smart Power. It's got my name on it.
Uh-huh. It's meant for you. All right, perfect. Yes. It's been sitting here for 2 months. Try to sell it on Craigslist? No.
Shit my way.
Nobody wants it.
I eat the shit out of it too.
$80 blender, everybody. Just,
wow.
You know.
That's awesome. Don't tell anyone else because they'll want it.
No, it's already sold. Sorry.
Sold.
Christmas gifts.
Yeah, honestly.
No. Wait, hold on a second. These people. Let me just quickly plug my friend Savannah. Are you a young adult or not a young adult planning to get married and looking for a videographer for your wedding? Savannah's here, everybody. You should go check out the one she did for mine. And it is freaking amazing. That's all I have to say. So, this Cuisinart blender will count as payment.
Yes.
My, best friend payment to my best friend.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
I'm so glad.
Oh,
so
yeah.
worth it. If I can get a blender out of every video I make, I'll be set.
Yeah, right. Seriously. You're not gonna have to worry about much in life if you got your blender.
True. That. We're getting a blender, babe. Woo! Hear that?
Yeah, no, and Anthony, oh my God. My mom still talks about how Anthony, like, did all the chairs and...
She loves him.
She loves Anthony.
I think she was trying to steal him away from me.
I think she really wanted him to be part of our family. Yeah, but...
So funny. Hilarious.
Yeah, well, speaking of Christmas and stuff, my topic that I'm bringing to the table today, this is really cheesy and probably whatever, but I was thinking about how this past year has been so weird. Like, I graduated college, I got married, that was weird. Good and weird. And now I'm starting to, do all my actor stuff. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I have been able to do has not been because of the things that I have done. Have really, honestly, a lot of the things that I have attempted to do have failed, but somebody has come and helped me, whether it be, as a friend, just being there talking to me and being able to, encourage me, or financially, people like donating. I did like this GoFundMe campaign like a year ago, which I still need to send out the perks to everybody. Sorry. But you know, people donated for me for my reel and my website and whatever else I was doing at that time for my senior project at school. Yeah, I mean, like, even, I mean, I took this class with this voiceover casting director back in April, and he has graciously called me into his office, and I'm a non-union actor, so that's like not easy to do, I think. So like, called me into his office, you know, multiple times. You know, I've never done voiceover before, other than this year. So honestly, being called into a casting director's office is the best feeling ever. Like, you know, they'll write down you'll write down your name and what agency you're from, and I'm not with one yet, so I write down Roger's name, or write down the casting director's name, and I'm very grateful for everybody that's been so helpful. But then I realize, you know, like what you're saying, you know, putting good into the world basically, and it'll come back to you. You know, I think as an artist person, it's really important for people to be not only appreciative of what everyone else is doing for them. I mean, I think every actor or, you know, film person, anybody really has a time where they're like, shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know, whether it's rent, whether it's affording a reel, whether it's, you know, even getting hired for a next project, you know, like you taking on this web series, that's awesome, you know. So when people come along and just push you in the right direction, it's like a huge deal. And so, yeah, I think that, you know, keeping my acting teacher, Anthony, always said, you know, an actor's job is to show people our humanity. So, you know, I think that even in this industry where it's usually kind of random and kind of crazy and kind of who knows who and all that, I think that even though there's also a lot of humanity behind the scenes. You know, it might take some looking. You might have to run into a few wrong people to get to the right one, you know. And thankfully, I think this year I ran into a lot of people, and finally I think found you know, some good people that really believe in me. Isn't that great when somebody just believes in you? Yeah. Does your boss like really loves you, right? At your company?
From what I can tell, yeah.
You should.
Today, so.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm saying that, you know, if somebody you really respect says, you know, you got this, like, that's like the best feeling in the whole world. It feels so good.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
That's how I always feel when you and your mom talk to me. You're always talking about how I'm the best.
Listen, people. I've been friends with Savannah for a long time. 7 years, right?
Yeah, going on 7 years.
7 years. This is what I know. Savannah's extremely talented. And if you're in the Austin, Texas area, you better call her right now. You better chat us right now.
You better chat us right now.
Right now.
Just stare at
I don't even know if anyone's watching this.
0 viewers, so I think we're good.
But yeah, I do think that, you know, it really does. You have to be surrounded with good people to do well, and that's hard a lot of the time. Like, geez, I think we were just talking the other day how, you know, having friends and like actively seeking friends and being a part of a community is difficult when, you know, you work long hours or you work in an environment that's not where your passion lies, you know.
Yeah.
For example, you know, I babysit a lot, but I can't exactly become a part of a community with the 10-year-old, you know.
Right.
even though, you know, I want to be their best friend, sometimes I'm not cool enough, and that's just how it is. But yeah, I think that, you know, having a good support system does have an effect on your success. And
yeah, it totally does.
yeah,
I mean, I think about all the films that I've been able to make have 100% been because people have donated. I don't have the money to just throw like $5,000 at a short film, you know? So I've been super, super lucky. I've always been able to successfully raise what I needed to make, you know, whatever it was that I was trying to make. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with all this Primrose Path stuff too, is like kind of get back and like be more consistent with them. You know, I feel like, you know, these people will give here and there every couple of years and they don't hear from me for however long. So like at least this way they're getting more of like a constant kind of flow of information and also fun stuff to watch and like entertainment and news and whatever. And it's kind of a good way. It keeps me on my toes creatively. It keeps me making things. But it also kind of gives back to them, I feel. But it's tough. It's tough because, you know, as an artist, you want to keep creating, and when you're in such an expensive industry, you really can't do that without the support of these family and friends who give over and over again. And so, you know, one thing I've been talking about with people who really know crowdfunding and work in that industry will tell you that it's your family and friends, your Kickstarter or your GoFundMe or whatever. Like, yeah, everyone has this grand idea that going to get out in the universe and all these random people are going to donate, but that really doesn't happen. It's your friends and your family donating that will get you that money. So if you're even, whether it's $5,000 or 20, you have to know if your network will be able to support you.
What is your highest
Kickstarter goal?
Budgeted film that you did?
I did Hush for $5,000, and that was the most I ever raised in like 60 days.
Yeah,
because Monster was like $2,000 and Artful was like $2,000.
Okay.
Yeah. That I ever raised at one time. Yeah.
Right.
$5,000. And like, you know, to finish the doc, I really want to raise like probably $10,000 to really do it right and finish it.
Which in the film world isn't a lot, right?
Isn't a lot. I know. It's crazy.
Oh, well,
but to even ask, you know, all these people who've already donated, you know, every 2 to 5 years for one of my films, it's hard. It's hard to keep asking people to give over and over again, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I just came across this breakdown the other day. It was, you know, for they are looking for an actor in my age range, but I noticed that they're from the New York area, and they do all local, you know, they have their own company, kind of like what you're doing, but they have their own company. It's all New York produced, you know, all of that stuff. And so I wrote to them and I said, if you ever need a PA that has minimal experience on a set, but can do things, let me know. Because, you know, you never know. And they seemed like a really awesome group. You know, they have, you know, a website you can follow. I think it's like Russick Films or something. I mean, I honestly, I think that people are as much grateful for help, you know, or offering your help as they are a monetary donation, you know. And a lot of you know, stuff is more than people realize, you know, funded, you know, locally. It's not like 2 people come together and they have $30,000 and they're just going to do it. No. So, you know, you don't see that part, you don't hear about that part, but that's, you know, it's important. So yeah, I do think though that, I mean, I'll just keep plugging you, Savannah. Her documentary, Artful Comments, OMG. I really think that everything that this documentary is about needs to be talked about, and your story needs to be heard. I think a lot of people will be comforted to hear this story, and you know, you deserve it.
And just to comforted on some levels.
Yeah, well, I think that you deserve to tell this story, and it's gonna happen. I do believe that. I think if you need 10 grand, it will happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, girl.
Yeah, that'll be the next step. I think. We're kind of figuring it out. We're figuring out what our next steps are because we raised, or we did like 50% of production. It was so funny. Okay, I was at my grandma's for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Wait, old Southern lady.
Where is she again?
She's in the outskirts of Dallas.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And so I showed her the promotional trailer, which I haven't showed. It's not public. It's
right.
Like on a hidden link. But I showed it to her, and she was so funny. She was like, "You're gonna stand over him on his deathbed, and you're gonna tell him." Like, and she was hilarious. Like, I'm thinking of getting her permission to put it on YouTube as a promotional video for the because it was just so funny. She was like, "You're gonna give him the riot act. You're gonna stand over him and tell him like it is." Like, it was so funny. She's got a really thick Southern accent, so it was pretty good.
That's hilarious.
So,
yeah, girl. So, is this your mom's mom?
My mom's mom, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I guess they hadn't heard the whole story, so they were pretty shocked. But
yeah.
Well,
good. Well, I'm glad that you got to spend time with them. That's
no, it was cool.
Have I met your? Yeah.
They came up for that graduation, so yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Granddad. Yeah.
Yes.
They're funny.
Taking a trip down memory lane.
I know. Hilarious.
Oh man.
So crazy.
Oh, well. Hey, wait a second. Let me tell you this. So, this reminded me of Interlaken. One of you remember Mita?
Yes.
Mita. So for some reason, it just reminded me of Mita. It was a random crazy thing, and Mita's always into random crazy things.
Yes.
Hashtag Mita too. Yeah.
Hashtag Mita too.
So my good friend Yurie, she's an actress friend of mine. She's really talented. She's Japanese and Japanese American, and she was a part of this all Japanese film crew, film set. She was one of their lead actors in this film. They needed somebody who was, quote, a Sex and the City type. So I went on set for a day, said my one-liner, which was, "I like your shoes."
Oh, great.
And strutted down the sidewalk. That's what I was to do. It was awesome. It was also the most freezing day in New York that we've had so far, so I was so cold. And the scene was supposed to be in like spring, fall or something. So like I was wearing a leather coat and tights and yeah, it was cold, man.
Cold. What a wonderfully complex role to play.
Yeah, no, I was all for it, Yeah. I screamed Carrie Bradshaw. Walking out of my New York townhouse every day. No.
Yep. No.
I think the most thing Carrie Bradshaw and I have in common is our love for shoes and coffee. That's about it.
Sounds about right.
Hashtag Carrie Bradshaw.
We're going to fill this with so many hashtags, but it will be found. There will be videos.
Somebody would watch.
It's okay. It'll be up for eternity. You can watch it anytime after the live broadcast.
Cool.
It will live on my YouTube channel and yours. You put it there.
Yeah. I literally haven't like logged into my YouTube channel in probably 5 years, but
yeah, apparently YouTube is like the place now, which like I still am a little bit in disbelief on that. I don't really even know how to YouTube. Like I'm like trying to learn how to YouTube and like spend time on YouTube. Right. I did find one good web series, but it's not exactly my thing, but apparently it has the strongest like algorithms to actually get your stuff.
Interesting.
World more than like Vimeo does or anything else.
Really? So. How interesting. All right, Vimeo. All right. Step up the game.
Step up the game. Vimeo looks nice, but YouTube is apparently the place.
Well, if you want to watch a really funny web series, my friend Andrew Nielsen has this web series Plant, which is also, I think, on Amazon right now.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now. Plant on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on. I believe it's on YouTube as well for Plant. It's just Plant.
Plant web series.
Yep.
Found the website.
It's so funny.
Right, I'll check it out.
It's really funny. And it's based off of personal experience, I believe, and which is always great. And he's also a cellist, and he's like an actor, cellist, and writer, award-winning writer now. He's won awards.
Wow.
For
the web series?
For the web series, yeah. And I mean, he's hilarious and super talented, really funny guy. Yeah. Really funny guy. But yeah, if you want to watch something, it's short, but it's perfect.
I really love the idea of web series. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a really cool medium, and I feel like it's yet to be used to its full potential. That I've heard of.
Oh yeah.
I think Carmilla uses it really, really well. It's just like vampire web series. It's pretty good.
Oh. What is it?
Carmilla.
Carmilla? Okay.
Adapted from a short story called Carmilla.
Hmm.
And it uses it really well. But I still think like there's like some potential to like manipulate the viewers. I don't know. I feel like there's it could be even better.
I just started laughing because I just saw really funny. My friend Amanda just said, Amanda, I hope you don't mind me saying this, that she had a dream that I was coordinating a yellow fashion show and made her wear this giant yellow onesie, like for babies. That picture just made me really, okay, that was hilarious. Sorry, that was topic.
Anthony had a dream that I wanted to be a sailor, and so I was dressed in like a sailor suit with like a bow tie.
Oh my gosh.
I was standing outside this sailor house, and I was trying to go in, and I was saying, babe, I promise, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to become a sailor. But really, I was trying to go in to become a sailor.
Is it like the thing that after Thanksgiving, there's weird dreams all the time?
I guess so. Maybe it's all that, turkey and stuff. Yeah, could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Oh, man.
Ooh, well, what else you got? Anything?
Well, yeah, here's another thing. If you haven't started watching The Crown yet, do it.
I haven't.
Oh, it's so good. I watched it in 2 days.
You watched all of it in 2 days? Wow.
The first season, yeah.
Crazy.
It's that good. It is.
Okay. Is it like House of Cards? Because I feel like when I look at when I look at it, I'm like, that looks like House of Cards, and I'm not sure.
It looks like House of Cards. I haven't seen The West Wing. Not much of it.
But apparently, it's like The West Wing.
It's more like The West Wing. It's more like you sympathize with England. You don't think England's terrible. I feel like House of Cards, you're like,
they're terrible. Yeah.
Where are we living? Like what kind of political system? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's more like West Wing in that you feel like kind of patriotic a little bit.
Okay. Kind of patriotic, but
really good, really great acting.
Okay.
They're all English. Damn it.
Cool. We've been watching This Is Us. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't think so.
You should watch it. Did you watch Parenthood?
No.
Okay, well, it's like the new Parenthood.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
It's really good.
This Is Us, yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah. So there's our We Recommends for the day.
Yeah, maybe like by next week we can...
And Westworld, because Westworld's on Sundays, so tonight is like episode, I think, 9. And then the week after is the finale. So,
do you have cable?
Do I have cable? No. I just have a bunch of subscriptions.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay.
But Westworld is released like you would on cable. Like it's released an episode a week.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
all function that way.
Very nice. Very nice.
So Anthony and I are going to watch an episode a night. So we're gonna watch episode 9 tonight, and then we're gonna go back to 1 and rewatch them all to get to the finale next week.
Girl, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Sundays are really good for binge watching.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sundays are nice.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, shall we end this silly broadcast?
We shall.
Shall we do this again next week?
We shall, of course.
Okay. That sounds good.
Hallway Talks 2.0.
2.0, episode 1. Oh!
That's
Bye!
I wish I had my clapper. Shoot.
Oh, yeah.